Okay, everybody, how are we doing? And I guess we had a little audio hiccup yesterday, so whatever. Yeah, I went on a little bit of a rant at the beginning, but anyhow, it's basically like, yeah, fuck Trump trying to take Canada. We'll just leave it there. Ah, yeah, waking up in the morning. Yum, 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 yum. Uh, Okay, so we'll just go through a few things. So out of these boots, you could probably change this and this, right? But basically, this build's pretty much done. And you'll notice a pattern about some of the builds I'm doing here. That with this mod, you can do a lot with it just by adding these plus one features, right? And that's a neat thing that you don't get in the base game, right? You'll use a lot more sets and you use a lot more maybe different powers sometimes, and that's a thing too, right? um, Let me see here. Let's do the skill thing. So I got 2 points left, so I'm going to go to 100 today, but it's there. And we're pretty much almost maxed here and across here, right? We got these points here. I was putting points into here last time, and yeah. And devotion points, we'll show you those. And I'll back up a little here. So all the way across here, we got this power bound to electrocute, this power bound to spark. We go down here. I got this power bound to aura weakness, right? We got this power bound to empowering lightning nova, right? And we got all these other little do's, right? Okay, and we'll just go get ourselves a level. That was a nemesis, by the way. La, 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 la. Think they're all dead there. Yeah. Um, am I missing a power here? Strange, isn't it? Should be more there. Odd. Feels like there should be more there. Oops. Anyway. So, I'm going to do a playthrough for Endless Space 2 because I like that game. There's a neat mod, like I was saying, in the other video, which I couldn't, of course, say because every time you get certain updates on Windows 11, it nukes OBS having set up my shit. I don't know why, but it does that. So you got to go in, right click, and then put the microphone back on. It's just, I don't understand it. I don't know why. Don't care. It's stupid. There's a lot of things in Windows 11 that's dumb. And I guess they're starting to force people into that recall shit now. So good luck to you. Apparently my PC it can have Windows 11, but not the new update because they haven't bothered to get it to us. And it might be a Canadian thing, right? It might be that they just want to spy on all you Americans. Make sure you're not revolting or something. Or I don't know what the hell. Murdering CEOs every week. And you know, like as bad as it is to harm a human being, you know, if you can you not see why you know certain people might want to target CEOs? And I gotta say, you know, better start treating people better, or more of that shit's gonna happen. That's the real take on it, eh? And they're not, and they don't seem to care, right? Like, does Elon not get it? Like, what a dummy, you know? And it's like that comedian I posted a link on Blue Sky about, and he just, you can't buy respect, you can't buy being liked, and that's Elon's problem. That's why he's trying to get into video games like he's a cool guy, right? You can't buy being cool, Elon. Sorry, and you're playing the wrong bloody video game, bud. Diablo 4? Really? Who the fuck plays that game? Path of Exile? Really? Really? Look at it. Look at all the guys that play that game. Okay? Seriously. You know why I play, I explain this, as soon as I clear this little bunch here, I'll explain why I play this game over all those other ones, okay? And you'll begin to understand who's stupid and who's not, okay? So, the main reason that I play this game versus, say, Path of Exile, or Path of Exile 2, or Diablo 4, is the following. Click. See this inventory space? Ba-boom, 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 ba-boom. You know, Path of Exile, when you go to play it, you get like maybe the equivalent of this much space, like this much space, and then you have to start paying them for more space. Free to play. No, free to pay. That's what those games are. Okay, don't kid yourself. Diablo 3 was the in-between of quality, okay? You had Diablo 2 that was like the pinnacle, okay, of fun and entertainment for gaming, okay, in that sphere, right? That's what this game tries to do too, and it is, okay? And when you have an expansion, it's a real expansion, not a joke, okay? Like if I go like this, right, and show you, okay. Oh my lord, the lag suddenly. Come on here. What's going on? Okay. See, look at this area. And you think, oh, that's just a little small area, right? No, it's huge. It's huge. This whole thing is huge. Okay? And the ashes of Malmouth, okay, is huge. The whole thing is just massive. And then we're getting another expansion here soon. And then he's going to be doing Titan Quest 2, which is like the expansion of this game, right? That's and that's the neat thing about this mod. They take the best, like the character classes of certain games, Diablo 2, Diablo 3, Titan Quest, and put them in here. You don't see them adding Path of Exile characters. You don't see them adding stuff like that because they're nothing characters, right? Nobody plays those games. The people that play those games are doing it for clickbait. They're doing it for you never see anybody playing it and live streaming that, right? At least I don't. And until there's something new about it, and then they're like they all flock back into the limelight for about a day or two, and then they're there again, right? And I looked at that game and I seen what they're doing, and it's the same kind of thing as Stellaris, okay? Stellaris has finally reached a point where it's such a complicated game that they're having to actually go backwards to less complicated because they realize that they screwed up. So what they're doing is they're trying to migrate back to like what version 2 was doing with the population things, but they won't do it fully. I mean, you got to be a scientist accountant to play the damn game, and even scientists probably won't have fun playing it. I mean, they ruined the fun of that game a long time ago. Okay, that's the thing. And all the modders will be screwed up again, and then they'll start doing updates, and then they screw the modder again, and then the modder goes, well, screw this, I'm done modding. And that's what happened. There were so many cool mods. There was one for Cthulhu. There was some Star Wars and other things like Stargate and everything. Everybody was doing a little fun thing with it, you know. And it's all free. It's not anybody making a buck from your IP there, Mr. Copyright idiots. And that's the thing. There should be like an exception like for modding that says as long as you don't make a buck doing something, you can go ahead and do it. Okay? And that's why I kind of stopped doing the fan project thing because Amazon's gone full, to the dark side, right? So I canceled my Amazon Prime, right? Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, it's just it's sad to see companies go stupid like that. I don't get it. But what they do is they're playing each side off. They go, okay, one side got ahead a bit, the other side we can't let this one side do too well, so we got to now support the other side. That's what they're doing, guys. It's back and forth. So what you got to do is just stop supporting these companies altogether and just do your own thing. Okay, seriously, screw these people. Okay, and when these people go, oh, anti-AI and everything else, you know what they're doing, eh? It's because that then keeps them, right? The actor people that do all these things to us, okay? It keeps them with money while it keeps you down. So don't. Okay? Don't go there. Okay? AI is great. Okay? Yeah, okay, there's a few idiots that abuse it, but so what? Alright? There's more of us that get a use out of it in a proper way, like my thumbnails for these videos, right? Imagine, everybody now can make professional looking little thumbnails instead of just, letting YouTube make a thumbnail for you. There's no excuse anymore to see that. If I see it, I want to call it out, right? Go up here for a minute. And go back down here. Running around. too. Wow. Boogity. Come on, move. Okay, and we'll go to, guess where we're going. Where is it here? Oh, no. So, yeah. And it's not to say that the games don't look well. Like, you know, that's the thing that they do. They overdo the graphics and whatnot for these people. But when you look at who's playing certain games, right? Okay, let them play games. You know, I'd rather see Elon playing video games, right, and not being a mouthy little Nazi. Okay, right? Holy jeez, eh? Woohoo! Death to bees. Oh. Let's go this way. Ooh, that hurt. Oh, here comes a nemesis. Run away. Kill all these guys first. Pick it up. I died. And that's because, and I'll show you why in a second. This is a weakness of this character class, and you're gonna get them right there. Piercing. That's okay though. We'll go back and kill everything over there just because I'm angry about it. Come on, you can do it, game. Load. Modern hardware with a 2019 game. Come on, come on. There we go, walking through the woods of a dead city. Killed ya. Nemesis. Didn't say they were smart, did they? Okay. And once we get to 100th level, that's good. Try to get out of that damn room. I gotta go back. I can't. I gotta go all the... Whoa, that's a first, eh? Make me go all the way up here. Good way to get loot, I'll tell you that much. Woohoo! Oh, look at this guy. Going green. Skeleton Hulk. Right, eh? See, they could do a game like this with superheroes. Somebody could. I mean, what's going on there, Marvel and Disney? What are you always smarten up? Come on, do something. Instead of these linear, cartoonish, silly games or Lego crap, you know? Just go until I get most of this done. There we go. Okay, well, I'll pop back to the main city. Yay! So what I'll probably do next day or so is do some loot farming. Um, let's see, we'll put that into there for damage. That what? Could have swore that was at 22 before. But anyway. Okay. Anyway. We'll clean our inventory out.
Got something you need stashed?
Uh-huh. So that's another thing, eh? The modability that you get in a game like this to allow all this extra stuff, right? And quality of life stuff, right?
I'll keep an eye out.
You know, it's just, right? Like I can do this, right? I can also do this, right? And you know. Plus, it plays on older hardware. If you turn the settings down a bit, yeah. Like this is at 2K, almost probably maxed out, right? Might have a couple of things turned down a little tiny bit, but and on a 3070. So you got 40 series. You'll soon have 50 series out. And by the time I go get a new graphics card, they'll be at the 70 series or 80 series. You know, because I get the value out of my cards of different stuff, right? I'm not one of these. I got to have a 4090 and a 5090 every year. You know, people that are like that are just throwing their money at the wall. You know, they should throw it at us, you know, rather than the wall. But anyway. Let's see here. What else was I saying there? Oh yeah. So I'll probably do something with Endless Space 2 or something like that. It's a little bit more of a relaxed, slower game, right? Just sort of take it easy for a bit here in the winter. I seem to have got a cold or something, or I don't know what the hell. So, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how I get anything. I haven't gone anywhere, and like, the only place I've been is across the street to the grocery store. So unless I catch something in the elevator or at the grocery store, how do I get sick? That's a big one, eh? And that goes right back to when COVID was going on. How did I get COVID? Okay. If that's all I did was go to the grocery store and come back. Had to be the elevator, right? Yeah. Elevators are terrible things, right? Confined space, people breathe into it, right? Yep. Uh-huh. And even a set of stairs is no different, right? So, plus you're doing more effort. So you would start to sweat, and anything in the air could get into your pores. Yeah. That's kind of a thing of if there really was an even worse pandemic, okay? No, they shouldn't have handed out masks. They should have handed out hazmat suits. Yeah, you know, or such, right? But yeah, Humanity really did dodge a bullet there because it could have been far worse. And then there's this one clown going on about H1N1 bird flu has killed 2 people. Yeah, and it's been around inside the United States now for 6 months at least. Okay, it's been over in Asia for over a year. It's killed, what do they got there? 2 billion people, and it's killed like 20 or 30 people. And you got to really be in front of that shit a lot for it to hurt you. Which tells me that it's something that dies real quick, and it doesn't live long, right? Etc. And in the U.S., I think one person died, maybe 2, in 6 months. Yeah. Let me know when it starts killing more people than lightning strikes, okay? And he just kept going on and on. Well, yeah, the influenza of 1910, yeah, blah blah blah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's compare it to the Spanish flu, which nobody knows what the origins of that it actually is. Okay. Uh, and anybody who does is it's probably that really does know is probably a little more informed than he was. Anyway, and just a little history note there. It came in 2 waves. The first wave, I think it affected one age group, and then the next time it came back, it affected the other age group, right? Like, and that's what alarmed everybody. Okay. So yeah, and the thing was, COVID was the opposite of that. It affected old people more, and literally didn't affect young people. Okay, so that's another one, right? But anyway, I mean, not to get scientific about some stuff near the end of a video, but if you're gonna rant and rant and rant and rant and rant and act like panic, 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 all you're doing is trying to cause panic, and I don't appreciate that. Okay, it's one of those things where that tells me that you're like a far, far, far lefty who needs an issue to scream about so that the far right can react to it, and then the two of you can scream back and forth, and then it makes you, the two sides of you, seem important when you're not. Okay? The vast majority of human beings is in between that, and we don't need your shit. We don't need Stalin, and we don't need Hitler. Okay? And when it comes to games, I try to keep the politics out. I like, if you like games, like them. If you don't, play one that you do. Don't bitch about someone else's shit. Go play a game you like. Quit being an asshole about it. There's so many different types of games that there's a game for you somewhere. Go play it. Don't bitch about someone else's shit. Okay? If you don't like this, you don't like that, okay. Go play something that has those things. Or doesn't. Or does. Or blah, 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 blah. The people that do this are what I call rage baiters. They're doing it for money. They're grifting off of it. Off of people's, oh, this is different. This is strange. Well, can you imagine bringing somebody from 1900 up to today and sitting them in the middle of a television set? They'd be horrified. They'd be, what the hell? And they'd probably run out of the room screaming in panic. Things change. Get used to it. And that's the problem with one side, and the other side wants too much change. There's rapid, and there's none. Okay, over here. And in the middle is the rest of us who just like to carry on and do our thing. Okay? And you're going to see a lot more of that over the next couple of years because of Dumbo down south of the border there and his little bunch of religious sexual nut bars. I mean, the guy's got an entire cabinet of sexual predators. I mean, it's now the rapist states of America down there, okay? How the hell, USA, did you let that happen? And I'll tell you how. It's because Epstein and his actual handler, okay, at one point was using that kind of shit to blackmail certain people to do certain policies. And then the handler died, and then that left Epstein with no control, and then that got out of control, and then they busted him, right? Because you can't let something get out of control. And then you got the leftovers that are all the Trumpers. That's the top brass of MAGA right there. It's the Epstein group. You might as well just call it that. And this is and you say, well, that sounds like some kind of weird conspiracy. No, it's that this is directly from one of the top hackers in the world that I'm telling you all that. Okay? Because for years we would notice that a politician would have a certain policy, he'd get on a plane ride, go to Europe, and then suddenly his policy would be different. Yeah. That's how we started noticing there was something weird about the world. Okay? And we pieced it together a long time ago. And that's why. And to think about it like this, guys. How could a guy run 150 hacker groups in 67 countries and have not one of those groups in the United States? Why would he do that? Why would he do that? You just think about that. Ponder that idea of why. And the reason will hit you right in the forehead if you think about it hard enough. Okay? It's because I can't trust anybody in that country, to tell you the truth. Okay? Not a one. Alright? No offense. There might be some of you that is good and everything else, but not trustworthy. Not in that sense. But this is the warning back to Trump. Okay? You attack Canada, and I mean in the real sense of an invasion or something. Okay? Gloves completely come off. Okay? I will take what I have, and I'll do a tour to everybody I know and get this shit to everybody I know and teach them how to use it, and then the United States will be bombarded by Class A fucking hackers hitting you left, right, and center. Communications, right? And the cleverness of the people I know and myself. You could get one of us, but you're not going to get 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 50. Imagine waking up the next day and there's 100,000 hackers attacking your country. Every game server, every service, every Amazon cloud, every Microsoft cloud, all the servers, no updates. Don't go there, okay? Just don't be so stupid, okay? It's one of those things where, and then I'm sitting here, you would expect sympathy for when Russians or Chinese attack American this or that, and I'm just sitting here going, well, let Trump deal with it. What's he going to do? Is he going to hire more hackers? Well, we don't want to work for you now. Let's go suck on a bobo. I mean, the whole thing, the difference between me and, say, the rest of them, okay, they're out there, the hackers that are attacking the U.S. are using crypto mainly. The real ones are the ones like the Chinese that are infiltrating networks and stuff. Those are the ones that are kind of like myself. Okay, they're the real hackers. These other boneheads are just a joke. Okay? And when I started seeing that start happening, I was like, yeah, okay, these guys are a joke. Okay, you take the technology and you find exploits into it, and then they're not a threat no more, and you just don't tell anybody, and then you pretend to go, well, you pass a law that says you can't deal with them, and then what you do is you have a certain guy come in that pretends to hack, right? And he goes in and he unencrypts it for whatever business, and then charges them a shit ton of money so that everybody in the circle gets paid. That's how an American should do it, right? But yeah. And to Microsoft, okay? Like, what the fuck are you doing with Diablo? Putting it up on Game Pass, and everybody on Windows 11 gets a direct draw fucking air. Like, fucking really? What's wrong with you? At least update the thing so that you can actually play it on a version of Windows 10 or 11, you morons. And what was the solution? Go to the games directory and right click on the exe and play it. I'm like, what? That changes nothing. Nothing. Okay. My solution was rather novel because some GitHub guys did the updates and made it so you could play the game through the browser. All you got to do is right click on the MPQ file and bang, you're doing it, right? So Microsoft, go over to those GitHub guys and ask them how they did that and do a fucking patch. Dickwads. If I were the GitHub guys, I would be asking Microsoft or vice versa, you know, how to fix that. But anyway. So, yeah. There's a couple other indie game guys that one person put out a demo, and I was looking at it. You know, check me out on Blue Sky. I think I got a link on my thing there, and you can have a look at my feed, and you'll see a few. I usually pin my main this game thing every day at the top, and then I'll post gaming stuff there. But there is some politics in there that I just and stupid shit that I run across as I go around in the world. And just shake this. It's the kind of stuff you shake your head at, going, really? Is that right?
Any progress with Homestead?
No, not yet. Any of these guys talk?
See anything you like? Iron well spent.
Iron well spent. See, here's another thing that annoys me that this game does right.
Looking for a new you?
Looking for a new you? Look at all these helmets I got to choose from. And all I gotta do is pay a few coins. Look at all the weapons, 6 pages of them. And 3 pages of this shit. 2 pages of that shit. A page of that shit. 2 pages of the gloves. Right? Some cool boots. Where was that one that, there it is. I could be a monster. Anyway.
Looking for a new you?
Looking for a new you?
I'll give you a good price for what I've got left.
And I need some dynamite. Yay!
Put it to good use.
Put it to good use. Okay. Alright, so anyway, everybody, have a good day.